This is Newcap News with Brittany Matika.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. The Canadian Mud Racers organization had a major portion of their operation stolen here in Lloydminster.
Last night, our 2003 F550 Cube van that holds all of our equipment to make the Canadian Mud Racing organization operational, like all our timing lights, all our water stations, everything that makes this organization run was inside this van.
The van was parked at a member's home. Also stolen was the merchandise trailer that was attached, which is a devastating blow.
So being as a nonprofit organization, what we do is we put money into selling merchandise and that sort of thing to the public, to the fans, whoever, to try and recoup a little bit of the cost, to pay for the fuel, to pay for insurance, that sort of thing. That trailer was also stolen as well.
Dijong does say that future events will run even if it means renting equipment. If you do see the trailer, please call the nearest RCMP detachment. There has been a confirmed case of West Nile virus in the Lloydminster area. A horse tested positive for the virus, and that means the chance of infection, although rare, can happen here. Dr. Trent Winnecamp of the Lloydminster Animal Hospital confirms they had a horse test positive for the virus. The horse was infected just north of the city, and Dr. Winnecamp says it isn't uncommon.
2006 we had a bunch of cases, and then since then just sporadically, kind of, every few years we get one or two cases. I think our last one was about 3 years ago.
West Nile virus was first detected in horses in the Lloydminster area in 2003. Dr. Winnecamp says the infected horse was treated and should make a full recovery. However, this does confirm the mosquitoes carrying the virus are in the area, as the conditions have been favorable.
A particular type of mosquito, it's called Culex tarsialis, and it requires warm weather. So that's why we're probably seeing it this year. It likes a minimum of 3 weeks over 25 degrees Celsius in order for its life cycle to sort of get going.
Humans and horses can both be affected by West Nile virus, as well as birds, but cats and dogs have a very low risk. This year, there has been one confirmed case in a human in Saskatchewan.
Last week, West Nile virus infected mosquitoes were identified in southern and central Saskatchewan, which is saying that the possibility of being infected with West Nile virus is there.
Approximately 80% of people who are infected with West Nile will not present any symptoms, while approximately 20% could experience fever, headaches, muscle aches, and a rash, and less than 1% can also have swelling of the brain. To reduce the chance of infection, people should eliminate the mosquito's habitat, such as items that collect water outside of your home. Reduce the amount of time you spend outside from dusk till dawn when mosquitoes are most active, and wear long sleeves and pants to cover up exposed skin, and also to use mosquito repellent. Dr. Winnecamp says horse owners should watch their back end for weakness as a sign of infection due to swelling of the spinal cord and brain. People should contact their veterinarian for testing and treatment if they do see such lameness.
A lot of times they're still fairly bright, like eating, drinking, they look fairly normal otherwise, but they're just, having some falling over. So, and a lot of times too, they kind of don't know where the back end is, so they kind of drag their feet.
Horses can be vaccinated yearly for protection against the virus. If you like garage sales, Cold Lake is the place to be this weekend. Pete Jackson from Boom 95.3 has the details in this week's What's Happening.
Hey, what's going on? It's Pete Jackson from Boom 95.3 in Cold Lake. Here's what's happening in Cold Lake this week, and coming up this weekend, actually, it's a big event the city is hosting called the Citywide Sale. And basically what the Citywide Sale is it's a one-stop kind of a garage sale that's going to take place all throughout the city of Cold Lake over the weekend. So people can register their garage sales. It'll show up on an interactive map And then anyone who wants to go check out what's happening in the citywide sale, they just bring up on the map where all the sales are happening. They go check it out, they find some cool deals. So the city's been doing this for a couple of years now. They had a lot of success with it. When they first started it, I want to say 2 years ago. So this weekend, the citywide sale is happening. For more information, check out the city's website at coldlake.com. Also happening, we'll go to next weekend. It is the 22nd annual Community Registration Day put on by the City of Cold Lake. It's going to be happening on Saturday, August 25th, so not this weekend, but next weekend. And essentially, if you're interested in maybe playing some hockey, taking swimming lessons, getting your kids involved in activities like that, that's where you want to go to Community Registration Day. Get your kids signed up for their activities for the school year. Also, there's lots of different groups, different clubs for the adults to take part in as well. Everything. It's a one-stop shop to get involved in various activities within the City of Cold Lake. So again, that is happening Saturday, August 25th from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. and that's going to be at the Energy Center in Cold Lake. Again, for more information on that event for the Community Registration Day, go online to coldlake.com. And remember, if you got an event that you want featured on What's Happening, easiest way to get a hold of me, shoot me an email, pete@boom953.ca.
This is Newcap Sports.
While Chris Moll won day money for the second straight evening at the CPCA finals, the rest of the night was filled with surprises and some close finishes. Todd Baptiste came from behind to win Heat 7 and now sits ahead of Chance Benz-Miller by 2.5 points for the fourth and final spot in Sunday's Dash for Cash. Yet Baptiste's time was only the fifth best on the night, as several drivers finished from above seasonal averages, including runner-up Danny Ringette.
Had 2 or 3 top 5s here last year too, so Lloyd seems to be always good to me, so hopefully we could have a good show here and take it into next year.
While Ringette is unlikely to reach his goal of finishing inside the top 8 for the season, there's still plenty of race left for the weekend.
You just want to finish off strong, and you want to get as high as you can. You want to get to that point where Calgary looks at you.
Races get back underway this evening at 6:30, while the final Dash for Cash runs Sunday afternoon.